Hey everyone, we're back with more Star Wars: The Old Republic. We're getting close, finally close to the end of the Trooper storyline here, and then once we're done that, we're going to be starting our accelerated playthroughs of the other classes, which should be fun.
Agreed.
Did we decide which of the Empire stuff we want to do next?
Probably some kind of Jedi thing?
I was thinking that. Jedi thing. Alright. So everyone, this is Corellia. We were here once before. Oh shit, there's Rakghouls. We were here with the Empire, and now we're here with these characters. Geely, you can hop into this conversation.
Hold it. A group like you could form your own squad. We need all the help we can get. Corellia's under Imperial control. Every squad, soldier, and CO in the galaxy is fighting to get her back. We thought the Empire had taken the planet by force. Turns out, they had the Corellian Council's blessing.
Why would the Corellian Council side with the Empire?
Credits? Power? No more elections? Your guess is as good as mine. The Empire's taken over factories, shipyards, even local transport. The transport blockades become the most urgent problem. The Republic's got allies all over Corellia. But without access to the rocket tram system, most of the Republic army is stuck here.
But don't they have their own transports?
Fighters? There must be alternatives.
Thank you, Geely.
There aren't. And the few troops who have managed to get through before the tram system was shut down are running out of time. Corellia is a core world, a major industrial hub, and one of the founding members of the Republic. If we fall here, it might be for good. General Aves knows more about the tram system situation. He wants to see anyone willing to help.
The General's in command. I'll follow his orders.
Some special ops think the chain of command doesn't apply. Glad you're not one of them. General Aves has a command bunker here in the spaceport. I'll tell him to expect you.
This guy's got quite the mustache. Oh, silly. So, ISO was asking me about... okay, that's my quest. Sorry. ISO was asking me about Dark Souls 2 recently and how I'm doing, and I was telling him the other night that I had just beaten Blue Smelter and Fume Knight, and he was like, I'm not familiar with those bosses. I'm like, really? Those are like two of the most infamous bosses from what I understand online. And then he realized he hasn't actually done the DLC for Dark Souls 2. He was like, oh shit, you know what? I've never done those. And I was like, that's actually surprising to hear. Now, you've done the DLC for Dark Souls 2, right?
I think so.
Do you know if
a
it
long
was
time ago.
if it was in the original or Scholar of the First Sin edition?
Well, I only ever owned the original.
Gotcha. You should give Scholar of the First Sin a try if you haven't played it then.
Well, there's a lot of things in the
General
way.
Aves, I was
That's
told
true.
you could use some help.
And then some. I'm glad you all appreciate the importance of Corellia. Corporal Hartke explained we've lost access to the rocket trams. But he wasn't cleared to know why. The Empire's gotten their hands on some modified neutron emitters. They're using them to wipe out anyone on board the trams.
Getting access to the tram is useless if we can't ride it.
The neutron emitters only affect life forms. The trams themselves are still mechanically sound. The Republic has allies all over Corellia. But they're no help if we can't reach them. We've got to find those neutron emitters. We've received word that Corsac may have intel on the neutron emitters' location. They've carved out a safe haven in the red light sector.
What does Corsac stand for?
Corellian Security Force. Local law enforcement and our primary allies against the Empire. Without trams, the only way to reach the red light sector is on foot. And Imperial shock troops control what's in between. If you attack the Empire's supply camps, the shock troops will be distracted. My escort will move to meet up with Corsac as fast as we can.
Fully understood.
Once you reach the red light sector, meet me in the Gilded Descent. It's an old casino turned Corsac fortress. I'll let Corsac know we're coming. We'll be right behind you.
Well, we gotta head there anyway, because that's where my quest is. Alright, so, as I was saying, the Scholar of the First Sin edition, Tsilyi, what it does is it makes some of the bosses act differently than they did when you had last played it. And it also adds a whole bunch more of enemies, as well as changing enemy placement.
Interesting. I wonder why they did that.
Yeah, apparently a lot of people think that they overdid it with the enemies now. There are way too many enemies. As an example, the path to fighting the blue smelter demon was fucking horrible.
Exhibiting signs of genetic mutation from rat pool plague exposure should be seen as an imminent threat.
Oh, speaking of bugs in this game, while we were in that cutscene with that dude in this room here, someone went by on their speeder, but their speeder wasn't visible.
Good.
Yeah. Oh shit, look at this. I forgot how, like, fucking oversaturated the the map is in the sun. Alright. I guess, do you want to go do Imperial Stockpile? Apparently there's a quest. Yeah, let's destroy the stockpiles first and then go to the Gilded Casino. Oh shit, Rackhools. They weren't kidding, there are Rackhools. Oh, they're gone. The Rackhools beside me, like, disappeared. Let's go kill that elite over there. So, now that you've you completed Elden Ring, are you doing another playthrough of it?
Yeah.
New class, or?
Yeah. New class, trying to get a different engine.
Gotcha.
I pretty much secured the ending now. I'm just kind of figuring out what magic I want to get and getting to the end.
So there's, I know Dark Souls 1 had 2 different endings, which I got. I actually fully platinumed the game, finally. But Dark Souls 2, does it have 2 endings as well, or is it also, or is it only one for that one?
I guess it'd be I only played through Dark Souls 2 once because I just did PvP.
That's fine. I know a vast majority of people don't really like Dark Souls 2. And so far, I don't hate it. I just don't like some of the design choices they made with the game. Like,
Cat is like not healing.
yeah. Like, adaptability as a stat, I don't really like it.
That's fair.
I mean, I have points in it because I like being able to dodge, as it was really helpful against Fume Knight. Oh, this guy dropped an epic. Underworld Syndicate plans. Alright. You think DS2 has 2 endings? Because, yeah, 1 had 2 endings where you either light the fire or link the fire, or you leave. This one, the bonus on this one, Tsilyi, is one of the ones that has multiple. I got caught on the sandbags. Oh, hey there, droid. You get to die. So, Jeremy, we have this rule where if we see an elite, most of the time, we go out of our way to kill it. Is that all you're playing in your spare time, Tsilyi, is Elden Ring, or do you have other games on the go now?
I'm playing Xenoblade Chronicles 2 DLC, and then I played Xenoblade Chronicles 1, and then 3 comes out in July.
Have you not played 1 yet at all, or?
I played part of it.
Okay. Because, like, from what I understand...
his account back.
Oh, that makes sense. What I understand is Xenoblade Chronicles 1 is, well, I played it, it's really good, but that the DLC is important for 3.
Xenoblade Chronicles 1 DLC?
Yeah.
Ah, shit.
Now I don't know how people could possibly know that, but it's worth doing anyway because it is interesting.
I don't need to discuss anything with you at
Yeah.
the moment, sir.
Did you get credit for that?
I don't know. Maybe?
Destroy the stockpile.
No.
Okay. But I've only played one. I really liked it. The DLC was still also pretty good, but it was really kind of difficult at points. All right, so there's a stockpile over here that needs to be destroyed if you haven't, if you didn't get credit for it.
How do I do that?
Is it still burning? Oh no, it's not burning. You should be able to click on it, and if it's
Okay. Eventually, it will be clickable, probably.
yeah, under Blockade Runner, how many do you have left to destroy? If you just have one, then
Destroy the stockpile at the Southern Imperial Camp.
okay, then if that's the only one, then you did get credit.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, this guy dropped a yellow. What is that? Apparently nothing I can pick up. Oh, let's just try this though. There you go. Jeremy sent me his copy of Xenoblade Chronicles X, which isn't next on my list, but it'll be.
That game is insane.
You played
I was
X?
watching ISO play some of it because he has a capture card now.
Yeah, I know. I helped him set it up.
Like, it's just so absurd.
Yeah, he was like, can you help me set up my capture card? I need it so I can do this very specific thing. So I was like, all right, I'll see what I can do. So I helped him get it set up, and then he's like, here's what I'm playing. And I'm like, oh shit, it's Xenoblade Chronicles X. I have plans to play that soon. Yeah, so Jeremy lent me his copy, and it's not next on my list, but it is the game after the next game. The next game's gonna be D&D Ravenholt something.
Interesting.
Because P bought it for me, and because he really wants me to play it. Alright, let's go down here and see if we can find our way around to... Oh, there's an elite here. Let's kill it. He really wants me to play it for some reason, so he bought it for me randomly. So yeah, I got that. That's gonna be on the go. I have no idea what kind of game it is, so I'm interested to see. But P assures me that I'll really like it. So I'm like, all right, I'll give it a go. And then after that's gonna be Xenoblade Chronicle X, and then finally I'll be back to my usual rotation of games. What the hell is this droid just hanging out over here for? It's just this hunter droid just standing here staring at this wall. HK Assassin Droid. Oh, gotta destroy this thing. Oh, so there's a treasure chest back here. There are potentially dungeons and or dragons. I like how that's an and or an or. There's 200 droids here, silly. I like how long it took my character to get out there. I like how I got knocked down again. But I get up again.
They're never gonna keep you down.
It's true. It's true. As far as games that are coming out, I kind of been looking at Fire Emblem Three Hopes.
I'm so furious that I want to play that game.
So
I hate those games, but I was like, ugh.
you didn't like Dragon Quest Heroes 2?
I don't like playing those kinds of games. I mean, if I'm gonna play with someone else, maybe, but the solo ones, I don't like. I don't want to play them. I hate them. They're terrible. But I need to know what it's like to play as the characters from Fire Emblem Three Houses, and also, I think the voice acting is funny.
Oh man, I really like Musou games. They're not great games usually, except Dragon Quest Heroes. But Musou games tend to be very therapeutic for me, in that if I just want to go sit a game where I can kick back and kill millions of people, I can pretty easily. Yay, we got them all. But I did enjoy. I've been looking at Three Hopes, and I'm like, I didn't care for Three Houses that much, but I did like the characters, and the story was mostly okay. So I think I'll probably pick it up, but maybe not right away.
Three Houses, not a good game. The characters were fun, and their side storylines were fun.
Yeah, I did like the
game
characters.
story bad. Sorry, not sorry.
There's a lot of things about Three Houses that bug me. And don't get me wrong, anybody that's viewing, if you like Fire Emblem Three Houses, more power to you. But
no, if you like Fire Emblem Three Houses, just kidding. If you like the story, you're wrong.
But playing it, I always felt like the main character was kind of dumb and would make choices that just don't make any goddamn sense. On top of that, exploring the damn schoolgrounds was lame after the first time and just became tedious. The game
if you're trying to romance someone, learn about the stories. Not if you like pressing your A button at the correct time.
And like the worst part is like, no, this actually not the worst part is the second worst part is like, if you actually look at anything around the cathedral, it's so low res and badly designed. It's like, why? You could easily not do that and still have. Anyway, though I think the worst thing overall though is that I allowed myself to have my expectations set by people talking about how it was the best Fire Emblem game ever. But when I played it, it didn't really do anything different from other Fire Emblem games.
False. The best Fire Emblem game was the one that came out before it. Yes.
Is that Shadows of Valencia?
No. I'm thinking of Fire Emblem Fates.
Oh, Fates. I played Fates, Birthright, and Conquest.
The one where you can team up the two players together. That was the best game.
Yeah.
And then you could marry people, and then they had kids. That was the one. The one for GS. That's the one I liked.
Awakening, I know is.
That's the one. Awakening.
See, I played Awakening. I liked Awakening, but Three Houses didn't really do anything new that Awakening didn't already do.
And it removed things that Awakening already did, like have kids.
Yeah, there's a lot of the cool aspects that was removed. Kissing is a QTE, and if you fail it, you headbutt your love interest. That would actually be hilarious.
Add it to the game now.
That would be fucking funny.
Put it in every game, especially Mass Effect 4.
Fuck. We haven't heard anything about Mass Effect 4 or Dragon Age 4, only that they're still actively in development.
Just play Inquisition for the
Mass Effect 5, I
99th
guess.
time. Okay.
I actually do have to go back and play Inquisition because I haven't done the DLC for it.
But I only have it on PlayStation 4.
Yeah, me too.
No, that's not true. Wait, hang on. I think I have it on computer from Origin somehow for free.
I may as well.
I remember I started playing it again, and I was like, and then I stopped.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I only have it on PS4, but I might have it on Origin because I think they gave it away for free at some point.
Yeah, I think that's how I have it.
I know Jeremy in chat is a huge fan of Mass Effect, so much so that when I was in college, I was poor as shit, and Jeremy really wanted me to play Mass Effect, so when they released the collection, he went and bought it for me. Thank you again for that, Jeremy. Alright, there's a quest here we can pick up from Hennek Frisch. No, friend, your eyes don't deceive you. I am indeed Hennek Frisch, Grand Master of something. But now the Republic has made the descent to their headquarters, I find myself seeking diversion elsewhere, and this war has provided plenty of opportunities to wager.
How can you literally gamble on people's lives?
People will die regardless where I spend my credits, though So much death is a waste. You see, I have a sizable sum resting on the Empire losing this war, and I just like having my investments threatened. The Empire has appropriated several hidden cameras that I installed nearby years ago. Very unsporting, especially since with a little rewiring, those cameras could spy for the Republic.
You're not what I'd call a neutral party in this.
Oh yes, why shouldn't patriotism be rewarding? Hardwiring the cameras for public use should be elementary. Okay.
Oh, here we go. You'll love this one.
Alright.
U.S. town rejects solar panels amid fears they, quote, suck energy from the sun, comma, cause cancer, and will harm housing prices.
I mean, harming housing prices is probably the only legitimate one there. Because everything harms housing prices.
You mean they don't suck energy from the sun?
I think you went into the quest already? Yeah.
Oh.
I hadn't clicked yet. I was just clicking and I noticed. Alright, let's try this again.
You're a slow
They
clicker.
give you a success probability this time?
Yeah.
No, technically they don't suck energy from the sun.
Hey, I heard we had a strike team in the area. Maybe this is our lucky day. Bad intel almost got my guys killed trying to assault the Rendili Vehicle Corporation. Give us a hand, I'd owe you big time.
Cannot fucking believe that though. It's
Brief
stupid.
me on your objective, Sergeant.
When the Empire took over Rendili, the personnel managed to evacuate. But they left behind some of the fastest shuttles in the galaxy.
Suckers are quick as a hot double deal. They'd be huge for supply and reinforcement runs.
Except Intel missed the whole army of mercenaries the Empire stationed there. So now we gotta get clever. We have a plan to steal those shuttles on the sly, but we'll need help with access and diversion.
I've had to get clever once or twice. What's the play?
There's a tunnel my men can use to infiltrate the warehouse, but the door's locked from inside. If you're gonna help, first thing is to fight your way in and unlock that door.
Next, we need a diversion. Blowing the fuel depot outside should do the trick.
Then we'll fly those shuttles out from under their noses. What do you think?
You're about to see a real live hero in action.
See that, Young? That's confidence. We'll be watching for the diversion.
Jeremy, shitting or farting is Peanut's favorite game. She bets on whether it's going to be a shit or a fart, but what she doesn't tell you is either way she wins. Oh, this is a smuggler phase.
We're
Alright.
not going in.
You can do that when you want to.
This heroic seems like it's timed. 16 hours.
16 hours since it sliced it. Oh, this is my story mission. Okay. Oh, this is both of our story mission. Okay. General Aves.
Clicked it. Oh.
There we go.
Welcome to the Gilded Descent. Corsac had the intel on the neutron emitters ready and waiting for us. The emitters are at Coronet Shipping. They're a major distributor of starship parts and weapons. The place had been built like a fortress. Unfortunately, the Empire's using it as shock troop headquarters. That makes a straight assault impossible. Too many defenses.
I take it you have a plan in mind?
Nearly every place on Corellia has a back door. Corsac thinks some of the Solonian tunnels run right under Coronet Shipping. The Solonians haven't dealt much with the Republic, so I sent a Corellian to do the negotiating. He should have been back by now.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Let's not lose our heads yet. The Imperials don't make it easy to move around Corellia.
Sir, Imperials attacked the rendezvous point. Captain Kantaris and the Solonian have been captured.
Someone tipped off the Imperials. Do we know where they're being held?
There's a captured Corsac station nearby. It would have the cell blocks and fortifications they'd need.
Corsac needs to keep the red light sector secure. You've got to free Captain Kantaris and his Solonian contact.
I'll take care of that.
These Corsac stations have room for plenty more prisoners. Help them if you can. But Kantaris and his contact are your primary concern. I'll put Corsac on alert, and tell my scouts to watch for any sign of them. Get going.
Yeah, silly. Get in there and fight this entire war.
Okay. I mean, that's what we've been doing, so.
Exactly.
Pretty normal for us to do everything. Why is Corellia such a big spaceport / also gambling den?
Great question. Jeremy says, maybe it's just me, but if I had to evacuate, I would take one of those fastest shuttles in the galaxy and not leave them behind.
I'm not saying we're not on board, lady. I'm saying you're not the boss of me. Wouldn't kill you to show some respect.
This is war. If you can't join ranks and follow orders, then you're a liability.
Everybody just take it easy, all right? We're all on the same side. Now, General, it looks like your best and brightest is here. Why don't we get started?
You're the Corellian security officer, right?
It's Core Sec around here. So yeah, that's me. It's a pleasure.
Locke's associate is Captain Ferris.
Ah, yes. Those shadow graphics are
She's
amazing.
leading a group of private ship owners who have volunteered to help our cause. As I've explained, breaching the Bastion will require substantial manpower. Captain Ferris and her associates will be responsible for bringing that manpower to Corellia, unnoticed.
It's always great when you have the general talking and there's a fucking stripper behind her just dancing.
If you can get our people here without the imps noticing, we'll be in good shape.
It's what we do best. Just have to clear up one tiny detail, and we'll be ready to jet.
The landing bays where the volunteers' ships are docked have been captured by the Imperial forces. We need Havoc Squad to clear them out, fast. Understood?
The ships will be freed up in no time.
Music to my ears.
Here's your coordinates, Major. I look forward to seeing Havoc at work.
Good luck, Major. Dismissed.
Jeremy, which member of Havoc Squad are you most likely to sleep with? Oh, I gotta speak to these people still? Okay, hang on.
Need something, Major?
I need lots of things, Major.
What was General Garza like in the old days?
Garza is Garza. She was the same taskmaster back then that she is now. I doubt there's anything that could take that edge off. You probably know her better than I ever did. My team did long-term guerrilla training ops, so we didn't get much face time. We'll have to catch a drink and talk shop sometime after this is all over. For now, though, you'd better get on with the op. Best of luck.
And Ferris. Can we sleep with her?
Want something?
Yeah.
I was thinking we could share a quick round of Corellian whiskeys.
You're not my type, Buckethead. Keep on walking.
Rude.
Oh. And just utterly annihilated.
Oh, huh. It happens. Gotta respect her wishes. Alright, silly. Let's head out into the world. Before that, though, let's reset our recording.